This is a video to demonstrate the basic operations of a structure. If you work with a structure, you need a name of the structure as well as the field name inside the structure. And the two names are separated by the dot. Here we're going to create a structure using direct assignments. First, we will create the first field called name, and with the value of John. So we write student.name equals John. And then we are going to create the second field with the field name called ID, and with the value of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And you will see the first statement create the first field, the second statement adds the second field. You can also create the structure using the function struct. This function will take pairs of data. The first is the name of the field. The second is the value of the field. Here we're going to create two fields, name and ID, with the values Eric and 987654321. If you want to use a structure, you can name the value in a field using the following syntax. It starts with the structure name followed by a dot, then the field name. Here we're going to get the field name and ID of the structure student. You can also use a function called the field names to retrieve the names of the fields in a structure. As you know, the names are the character vectors, and they have different sizes. Therefore, they are stored in a cell array. Here you go. You see the names are 2 by 1 cells, and here are the names of the field. You can retrieve the value of a field using the function getField. And it requires two inputs. One is a structure name, and the other is a character vector of the field name. Here we are going to get the field name of the structure student, as well as the field ID of the structure student. Here you go. You can also add new field at any time. Here is an example to add the third field in the structure called the student. And we add the field called major. And here you will see that the student has 3 fields. You can also remove the field from a structure using the function rmField. And what you need to provide to this function is a structured variable as well as the name of the field in the form of character vector. If we do so, you will find that the field major is removed. Another very important feature in structure is called the dynamic field names. It uses character vector to represent the field name and put it into a parenthesis, and that will replace the field name. And here is the example. So if I do student dot parenthesis name, which is in the form of a character vector, it is equivalent to student dot name. And the reason to use this form is that we can replace the character vector with any variable. So if the variable value changes, we can use the same statement to access different fields. Here is another example that we use a variable that holds a character vector, and then we can use it to access a field of a structure. Okay, so here we go. it will be the same as student.name. Similarly here, the ID string will hold the character vector called name, and it will get you the same answer. Right? And this is just to change the ID string to another name, and you will see this statement and this statement will be the same, but we will get the different field values. So if you don't know the field name of a structure, you can use a function called field names to retrieve all the names related to that structure, and then to get the values of each field. For example, here I'm going to retrieve the value of the first field of a structure, let's say student, but I don't know what's the field name. This is what we're going to do. So we'll first get the list of the field names, and then the first field name will be the names curly bracket 1. That will be the first element of the cell array, and that will be the name of the first field. If we use the dynamic field names, then we will get its value.